All right, it's time to begin. To kick things off, let's explore why a career growth within the company is crucial. And today we'll be discussing about actionable strategies to help you navigate and thrive on your career journey. And to add my way of pursuing, it's essential to understand where you stand in terms of skills and competencies, right? So you should consider both short term and long term objectives that align with your aspirations and the company's mission. And also having a roadmap will guide our efforts and keep us focused. This is an added advantage, right? And I also see that networking within and beyond your department can open doors to mentorship, collaboration, and valuable insights. And this is my way of pursuing things. And without taking much time, I'm glad to introduce our speaker for today, Ms. Snehal Dhanashri. Snehal is an experienced professional with over 22 years of experience in training, mentoring, and coaching. With a background or in non-voice and non-voice based functions, Snehal has trained across various hierarchies in esteemed organizations like Capgemini, Accenture, and L&T Infotech, and specializing in a wide range of topics, including communication, time management, and leadership. Snehal has a passion for empowering individuals and teams. And with proficiency in Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Power BI, Snehal creates impactful training content. I'm not taking any much time. Without any further ado, I would like to hand over the session to Miss Nehal.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Before I start, yes, I can see we have a question from Mukesh. And Soumya, can we help
Yeah,
unmute?
yeah, I will unmute.
Sure.
Yes,
Great. Yes, Mukesh, go ahead before I
Hello,
start.
ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. We can hear you, Mukesh.
Yeah,
Very warm
ma'am.
welcome.
Personally, I am a cybersecurity professional in a big product-based company. So I
Okay.
would like to know a guidance of how to enhance the career in cybersecurity. Currently I'm having a 3 years of experience, so I'm looking forward to get a job into US. Currently, already I'm holding two offer letter from USA and UK. But the thing
Wow.
is, people are like they used to sell. They tell me going over there and reallocating over there is a very hectic task. There is a very high risk of getting for terminated or what we say uh, when we do the bulk of hiring.
Mm-hmm.
The situation of their country is so worse. Like India is better than that. So in this case, what should we do? And along with that, I also have one more question. Uh, I have currently I'm doing certification in AWS. So
Okay.
I'm a very technical guy. So just to looking forward to get into managerial certification.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know what is PMP, and there are few certifications. So GISC. I'm not sure. Like this, like doing this certificate will gonna enhance my career. This is my question to you.
Okay. Fine. Great. Taking that into consideration, Mukesh. First, let me answer your first question before I even start this
Hmm.
webinar for the career growth. So, Mukesh, you wanted to relocate yourself to another country, right? And
Hmm.
it's absolutely a perception that your near and dear ones have shared that probably that country is not, probably a welcoming one. It's absolutely not like that, Mukesh. You have to be ready for all the locations if you really want to upskill and upgrade yourself. It's not about the location, Mukesh. It's all about the skill set that you need to work on, right? You were inquiring about PMP and the other certifications. Probably I might not be the right one to help you with the right kind of certification that goes for you, Mukesh. But today's webinar is more about how do I project myself within the organization? How do I grow myself, right? It can be within the organization or it can be within your domain, or if you're looking for a transition, right? So I'm sure, Mukesh, I would request you to be a part of this webinar, go through the process, understand where and how you need to work on yourself, and I'm sure towards the end you will get a solution out of it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As for the technical part of, I am already doing great in my life. Currently, I'm 25-year-old and I have experience of developer. And currently, I am a cybersecurity professional. And
Okay.
recently, I have joined Microsoft as a AI department, AI and analytics, artificial intelligence. So, as we know, in the upcoming years, AI will gonna dominate the market.
Absolutely,
Just
yes.
to upskill and keep on the same page, I have joined Microsoft.
Right, exactly. And Mukesh, I see that you're not only good with your technical, but you are again looking forward for your career journey ahead, right? So I would
Mm-hmm.
request you to park your questions till we finish this webinar, and I'm sure you will get the answers.
Sure, sure,
So
sure.
if you
Thank you.
allow, can I begin and can I help you with a couple of more strategies that's gonna help you both technically and soft skill wise as well. So can we
You
start?
yeah,
Great, thank you so
yeah, man, we
much.
can start.
So, hi Dhruv, hi Mansoor, if I pronounced your name correctly. Hi Mohammed, hi Sumant, and again a warm welcome to Mukesh here. Um, Guys, so today's session is all about career growth. Mukesh, I would request you to please go on mute. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Appreciate.
okay.
Great. So, guys, are we all here? Can I quickly get to know what your expectations are? Already, my introduction is being done by Soumya, so I'm not going to repeat the same things. But what I'm looking for is your expectations in one word or two words. Probably you can use your chat options so that I can take that into consideration. I would try my level best to answer your questions, probably within the webinar or after the webinar. Can Soumya, can we allow them 2 minutes to quickly add their expectations from this webinar?
Yeah,
What
yeah, I've
exactly are you
enabled.
looking at?
Yeah,
Have you
yes,
enabled the chat option?
yes, I've enabled it for everybody. They can use the chat box.
Yes, guys, let's be quick. Let me see the messages coming in. Dhruv, Mohammed, Sumant, Mansoor, are you there? Are you able to see any chat messages coming in, Soumya?
No, guys, please, help Snehal with your expectations. What are you expecting from this webinar so that she can help you accordingly. Yeah, I think we're not getting any response.
Okay, so no worries, probably they can have their questions in the middle of the webinar. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Have one now.
Yes, go ahead.
Expectation is to understand how to climb up the career in the organization.
Okay, absolutely. Taking that into consideration, I'm going to help you with a couple of strategies and a couple of plans. But before that, we need to understand a couple of things that are very, very important for our career growth, right? So, with that, guys, let me allow to share my screen and let's begin today's topic, which is all about career growth. I hope we all are able to see my screen.
Yes, Nehal.
Yes. Today we would be talking about career growth. So for many people, guys, career growth and career development are two important terms, and they are very, very necessary for fulfilling your personal and professional expectations, right? The desire is necessary for anyone from any industry at any level to who wants to strive or climb the corporate ladder, who wants to achieve their set goals, right? And who want to reach to the position that they are targeting for. Now, we also need to understand a very important aspect that the pandemic has changed our working style to an extent, right? And people have developed professionally again. Many jobs were lost, yet new careers were emerged. And emphasis was given to the importance of developing new skills, challenging careers, jobs, and so on. And I would love to start this session of your career growth within the organization by a quote that's been said by one of my favorite TED speakers, Simon Sinek, which says, achievement happens when we pursue and attain what we want, right? And success comes when we are in clear pursuit of why we want it. So, why this career growth is important for us? Yes, I understand I want to climb the ladder of success, but how do I do that? There are so many challenges that I might come with, right? Maybe you want to become a manager in the next 5 years, or maybe you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to start an industry of yourself. Do I have that purpose? Am I ready for the progression and development over the career time, right? Do I have that professional skill that I need to, acquire to reach to a particular level? Do I have a sense of purpose? Why am I doing this, right? So today's session is all about cultivating a sense of purpose. How do we work on building growth and resilience? And the most important thing is how do we work on a career growth framework? It's very easy for us to say that this is something that's my priority right now to get promoted. And again, we start on a lot of factors that involves around it, right? We become self-aware of our particular skills. We become dedicated. We get dedicated to the continuous development that we need to work on to achieve that long-term success in our careers, right? But what matters the most is, are we ready to develop, or are we ready to cultivate those skills in ourselves? Are we ready to not only build our growth, but are we uh, enough to know where I need to work on or what I need to work on, right? So we would be looking at a couple of frameworks. We would be also focusing on the essentials of career growth within an organization. Why do I really need to grow? It becomes quite monotonous for me to start my career with a particular position and then stay on that position for a long time. I hope you all agree with me, right? So the first and the most important thing is I need to understand that I need to acquire new skills, right? There has to be a continuous learning for me when I have to work on my skill or will development, guys, right? If I have a plan, we all come with a plan, right? There are two type of people in the industry. One who come with their goals, right, set for them, and however they need to work on their plannings, right? So they have their goals set, they have the timelines, they have possibly everything, but they do not have the right planning. And there are people who are into a category of 1% probably, who come with not only their goals, but they have one, two, three, or ABC plans set for them. What if this doesn't work? I am all set with the second plan. I'm all set with plan B or plan C. That helps me to gain diverse and relevant experience while I contribute towards my professional experience. I am ready with my plan A, my B, and C, right? What do I do when I work on my career growth? Career growth is not only a process of developing yourself, but it is a long term plan, right? The only difference between career growth and development, guys, is career growth is a long process, and development is a plan for that short term goal that you're focusing on, right? So, when we talk about skill development, we need to understand that we need to have a formal education, we need to have a lot of training programs, we need to be a part of a lot of workshops that helps me or allows me to know what's happening in my industry, right? When I see myself being able to think out of the box, right, with the hands-on experience that I come with the professional experience that I come with the exposure of different tasks, projects that I have been working on, the responsibilities that I have taken, or the accountability that I have been a part of, with everything around me, I plan myself. I see myself, okay, fine, down the line, 5 years, I want to see myself here. But only visualizing is enough. Can we quickly write a yes or a no? Is only visualizing about your career growth and your career development plan enough? How many of us do mind mapping, guys, for your career growth and development? Soumya, can you help me with the chat responses? I'm not on the main screen.
Or yeah.
Guys, I would love to either hear your voices, or I would love to uh, know from your messages what your thoughts are. How many of us are involved in mind mapping? Mind mapping is a process where we create our maps, or where we create our plans here.
Sumant says yes.
Okay, great. Anyone else who says a yes? And so, once, do you really find it easy to mind map your career growth or a career plan? At times, yes. At times, no. right? The right way to work on your career growth or your career development plan is to ensure that you write it down, guys, right? You set your goals correctly. I need to understand that setting my goals is not the only thing. Establishing my clear goals, my smart goals that you all are aware of being specific, being measurable, attainable, setting the right time, right? This is something that I need to ensure. Setting goals, yes, I can set goals with my mind map, but how do I stay focused? How do I stay motivated to achieve my goals, right? How do I stay consistent with my performance, and how am I be recognized, right? This is very, very important in your career growth. If you want to grow a ladder of success, you need to ensure what I am doing currently. Am I doing great at that? Doing good is something to a level that yes, acceptance, okay, fine, I am involved in a particular task and I am doing it in a way which is acceptable. No, you have to grow your boundaries. You have to ensure that you seek more challenges proactively. You involve yourself in taking challenges, working on new assignments, where you not only allow yourself to demonstrate your capabilities, but at the same time you are projecting your potential of handling more significant responsibilities, right? Networking, as you see here, guys, again plays a very, very important role in your career growth, right? Building a strong professional network. How many of you are using the online platforms like LinkedIn to set your career growth, to set as a network platform for yourself? Please ensure that using a right professional network can help you open up a lot of opportunities for your career growth. It's not only limited that I'm a part of an organization, I grow in a particular organization or with particular uh, profiles. I might grow in the fraternity where I come from, right? Tomorrow I can work as an entrepreneur. I can work as a career planner where I not only demonstrate a strategic career planning for myself but for my team as well. Right? I'm sure if you're working in an organization, people are reporting under you. You are responsible enough for their career growth as well, right? You have to ensure that adaptability plays the most important role, right? And when I say that, the most important thing that we need to work on is accepting or navigating your challenges. And that is something mind mapping doesn't help you, right? Managing teams, taking strategic decisions, demonstrating strong interpersonal skills. Now, you would say, Snehal, are they really important for career growth? Absolutely, yes, because these are the things that would not only allow you to grow professionally, but it would also allow you to grow personally. Your leadership opportunities would be reflected or would be highlighted in a positive way, where you are making a formal or informal decisions, where you're contributing towards the career growth of yours and the team as well. Do we all agree with it? So, not only your skill development, your professional experience, but continual learning, evolving yourself with the industry is very, very important. Staying updated with the industry trends. It's not only what's happening with my profile, right? Probably I am working as a data scientist. So it's not only that I know what my profile needs, but I also need to know what my industry needs. What are the advancements, right? It's essential for me to embrace a mindset of continual learning, which helps me be competitive in the field. And I'm sure if you are working on these essentials of your career growth, you will be able to climb the ladder of success. At times, there are a couple of challenges that we come across, like lack of time and resources. You might say, Snehal, 9.5 hours or 10 hours I'm working. How do I focus on my learning? I do understand that learning is very important, right? Um, Absence of mentorship programs. Nowadays, a lot of organizations are taking an effort or an initiative to, coach their teams on these mentorship programs. They are coming up with, amazing programs where you can talk about your creativity, or you can, talk about your approach, a different approach that you can come with. And it really helps you to be a potential mentor. But have we kept our eyes open for these challenges? I know lack of time and resources is something that I need to work on. Am I taking out that learning hours for myself? If I had to ask you one question, guys, What was the recent learning that you had? Can someone quickly write one recent learning that they have? Probably in the last week. Waiting for your answers. Let's be quick.
So, Suman says cloud.
Cloud. Okay. Anyone else?
Anybody else?
Suman, thank you so much. You are being quick enough to answer. Others, let me know what is one of the skill that you have learned. We're talking about career growth. Before we talk about career growth, let's see where we are growing together or individually. Waiting for your messages. Let's be quick. I can see only Sumant has responded with cloud. Okay.
Yes. All right, we're not getting any response from others.
Are we there, guys? Okay. Business
Business
intelligence
intelligence analytics.
analytics. Okay. Great. Anyone else who would like to share about their learnings? If not, okay, fine. Probably in the next webinar, I would love to know what were your learnings. If you have not started learning, please start involving yourself in um, a lot of learnings around you guys, right? Generational differences can be one of the common challenges or can be one of the barriers in your career growth, right? Where we are talking about the older generations getting retired, the newer ones coming in, the decrease in the number of experienced employees. You might be having new people walking in as leaders, and that means it talks about more responsibility. It talks about, more personal involvement. So where you can see a lot of scope for yourself to take charge of your career growth. Now, how do I do that? Very simple. These are the ways to take charge of your career growth, where I not only take responsibility, but I go ahead and I tell my team that, hey, there's a person involvement from my end, right? It can also depend on the subjective options that you might choose to, or it can be again with the objective of your merits or your achievements or anything else, right? Because corporate environment is one environment, guys, where uh, you know anyone and everyone deserves a promotion, but at the same time we need to understand, do we really deserve that? There's nothing better than getting a well deserved reward, right? Particularly after years when you see yourself growing. So what do we do for that? We look out for the opportunities that arise, right? Many of us do. Whether we are busy, we are stressed, we are distracted, we need to say yes. We need to go ahead and take the responsibility, that accountability of, let me go ahead and explore something new, right? Participating probably. And how can you do that? By participating in your company's mentorship. Probably you can be a coach for someone, you can be a mentor for someone, and then you can project as what you have done. Quantifying your achievements is one of the important things after you have taken an opportunity, or after you have taken a responsibility. You need to understand that building a communication between the team or sharing a communication with your manager is very, very important for your career growth, right? Where you not only identify your needs, but at the same time, you understand, okay, where is that I need to work on? You can be a part of your industry conferences where you are meeting new people. You can build your network, you can build a lot of communication. Some time back, I spoke about LinkedIn. So you can use your LinkedIn, you can leverage your LinkedIn network by getting in touch with your old connections and talking about what you are doing currently. You can join an industry related association. You can be a part of your community or a fraternity which where you're coming from, right? So this is all about identifying the training needs, identifying or breaking the comfort zone of networking. A lot of people come with a mindset that I should be known for my work. A lot of leaders, they do believe in a concept of, okay, my work should talk for me. Absolutely, your work would talk about you, but there is something that we also need to understand, that we build communication with our hierarchies, probably above the level or below the level, right? That is something that we need to work on. Any questions so far, guys, of how do we take charge of our career growth? No? Okay, let me move on to the next slide. Do we have an option? Do we have a question? Okay, great. Um, why this career growth and career development important for me? We all need to understand that out of 10 people, there are 9 out of 10 who are looking for career advancement. Everybody wants to grow in a program or in a level, right? But what helps you to progress towards a current job or a career track is to offer a career growth or is to look for a career growth for yourself, right? There are a lot of gap analysis that we need to work on, and I'm going to share a very wonderful plan with you guys that I have been working from last 22 years, and that has allowed me to have a clear vision as to where do I see myself right after 5 years from today, right? This is where it not only helps my team to engage with me or to be as a team and work together, but it also helps me understand, Snehal, what are the skills that you really need to work on? What is that something that you are good at, right? What is something that I need to work on while I am trying to retain my my team members or my employees as a manager or as a leader, right? So there are a lot of benefits of your career growth, and the most important is creating a growth mindset, right? I may experience failure in my life. I may not get an appraisal this year, probably, but do I skip into a fixed mindset and say, okay, probably this was not my cup of tea, and let me leave this aspiration of growing a leader, or let me leave an aspiration of going to the next level? Absolutely not. We're not going to do that, right? But what we are going to do, we are going to push ourselves harder. We're going to create a plan for ourselves, and we're going to work on it with the right kind of mindset, which is very important, guys. You might have heard about positive attitude, growth mindset. These are very common terms that are being used, though they are very difficult to work on, right? So once you work on moving yourself from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, which are you, right? There are two sides of the same person, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, but there's a bridge that connects those mindsets, and that bridge is called as a bridge of positive attitude, right? So whenever I see myself moving towards fixed attitude, what do? I push myself and I say, hey, Snehal, you can do it. And probably that's how you cultivate a growth mindset, which not only allows to work on your career growth, but it also allows you to plan yourself in a positive way, which is very much needed in our career growth, guys, be outside the industry or within the organization. This is what just I spoke about. People who comes with growth mindset, they say intelligence and skills can improve over time. Where a fixed mindset says, oh, if I'm not intelligent, if I'm not brainy, probably I might not succeed. So there are times, and 90% of the times we are moving towards fixed mindset. So start using the positive attitude correctly, and you will see yourself climbing the success ladder, right? And this is the plan that I was talking about, a career development plan, which will help you not only work for yourself, but again, plan yourself in a better way. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's true, you are responsible for your own career. Yes or no? I might have not got opportunities, right? Even my employer wouldn't have given me the option. You need to grab one, right? Even if your employer provides you with a career growth opportunities, you have to do some work for yourself, right? Sometimes your career growth can be tough. Sometimes it is not timely designed, right? Probably at times you are um, surrounded with a fear of failure. So you need to understand that there should be a plan that supports me well, right? That helps me describe my career goals, and not only describe my career goals, but it helps me to achieve them, right? So as and when you progress on this career development plan, you will need to consider the you will need to consider a couple of steps that are there on the next slide, right? So this career development plan has proved a roadmap for this future, for my future. I started working on this career development plan um, when I completed 2 years in the industry, and I had no idea as to what do I need to do next, right? And I was wondering, okay, do I really need to shift from the position that I'm working on, or do I really need to develop myself with what I want to look for? And that is when one of my mentor helped me with this plan, and this not only helped me work as a roadmap to my future, but it always allowed me to work on my gaps. It always allowed me, or it projected me, Snehal, this is something that you need to work on, right? Because if you take time to create a career development plan, guys, this process will allow you to understand where exactly you end with your goals. It allows you to design a beautiful career summary where I need to work on, where I need to move forward, how do I need to move forward, right? And I'm sure someone who comes with a detailed career development plan, you will always have a clear set of ideas that will not only allow you to grow uh, career wise, but it will also help to meet your goals that you have set for yourself. It will also help you to understand, to answer a couple of interview questions if you're looking for the next level. For an example, if you're looking for a transition in your career and you want to create or curate this career development plan, absolutely, this is something that would allow you to work well. Are we ready to see this career development plan and how do we work on it? Let me quickly get a yes or a no, and then I'm going to share my next slide with you guys. There's only one message. I'm not going ahead. Let me see more messages coming in. Waiting. I'm still waiting. So this career plan, guys, it not only identifies my skill gap, but it works as a motivational factor for me, right? Once you have started achieving or started climbing the success ladder, you are happy with what you have been doing. You are automatically motivated for the work that you have been working hard or you push yourself professionally. Right. So let me take you of how do we create this career development plan. Now, the most important thing is you need to understand your previous experiences. You need to understand your present situation, right? You need to understand what do I enjoy? What do I dislike? How do I want to see myself in my career, right? What type of skills do I have? Am I really prepared for the next level? So the most important thing that you need to work on is identifying your short-term goals and your long-term goals. The short-term goals are the goals that starts from 0 to 2 years, and the long-term goals are something that starts from 3 to 5 and above years, right? So you need to understand or determine your goals. Once you have identified your goals, it's time for you to accomplish, right? Where you work on your purpose and you work on your direction. As you jot down your goals, you also take care of making it or using the SMART framework that we call about being specific, being measurable, being achievable, being realistic, being timely, right? The next process that we go is, am I confident enough to work on my plan, right? Do I really know what my strengths and my weaknesses are? Do I really know which skills of mine would be the skills that would act as a strength? I would share an example with you guys where my learners have created an amazing career development plan and they have been climbing the ladder of success. It's not only about you identifying your goals or identifying your SWOT, which is nothing but strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat, but it also to identify your resources. If I am planning to work on being more effective in my communication skills, what are the ways that I can develop to be more effective? First thing, probably I can work on my vocabulary, I can work on my knowledge, I can work on my persuasion, communication skills. I can work on my executive presence, right? With whatever I say, however, with whatever I say, the way I speak, the way I talk, I create a positive aura around myself. And then you start working on your goals by setting timelines. So this is absolutely nothing but working on your SMART goals, right? Self assessment. Oh, this plays a very, very important role. How many of us believe in self assessing ourselves? And this is one of the critical aspect of your career growth. Understanding your SWOT helps you to embark on a successful career, which not only needs strategic planning, but it also needs informed decisions. Right? Effectively managing your time is again an essential part of your career growth. Prioritizing your task effectively, setting deadlines, Working on matrices like Eisenhower matrix, Pomodoro technique, eat a frog technique, which not only helps me get myself out of procrastination, but it also allows me to juggle between multiple responsibilities, and it allows me to stay focused, right? Uh, if you have time, please go through Eisenhower matrix, a wonderful matrix that allows you to focus on four quadrants: important, not important, urgent, and not urgent, right? Personal branding again plays a very, very crucial role in today's digital age. You creating a strong online presence through your social media, professional website helps you to work towards your career growth, right? And the most important thing is being resilient, right? It is one of the key to your career growth. Embracing challenges um, as opportunities for growth is the first sign of a growth mindset, right? Where you not only adapt the changes in the market, but you again understand the industry trends. You understand what are the expectations for the next level where I'm looking for myself, where you not only uh, toot your own horn, but you highlight your accomplishments, you talk about your skills, you try and project your expertise to attract your clients, your stakeholders, your potential employers again, right? So being resilient is something that you all need to work on. And I'm sure once you have started keeping a track of your losses, the most important thing, I am sure there is an inevitable way of improving yourself, right? So keep in mind that making the right decision or creating a mission and a vision statement for yourself are the two important things that you really have to work on your career growth, right? Pay close attention to what you can fix. Work hard on implementing on your own spin, guys. Organizing your work life balance is very, very important, right? Most of the times, we are not able to balance our work life effectively. We carry our work back home, and that can be challenging even when we are pursuing our career growth, right? We need to understand that I need to establish the right boundaries. I need to prioritize my self care. I need to be quite open enough with my employer saying, or with my loved ones, telling them about how do I maintain that equilibrium that you see here of my healthy life, of balancing my work and personal life. Guys, this is one thing that I always talk about, the mental state, because I come as a psychologist again. Um, the job is a part of your life, right? Do not make it your life again. So you need to understand that maintaining communication with your client, with your co-workers, with your colleagues is important. You have to focus on being more detailed at your workplace, but at the same time you also need to understand that how can you keep yourself happy in a long term plan, right? Many individuals nowadays are facing challenges of self doubt. I have a plan for myself, Snehal. I do have a goal. However, I come across an imposter syndrome where I'm not sure whether I will be able to achieve my goal set or not, right? So please ensure that you recognize those feelings. They are very common, and work on building your self confidence, because that is something that you need to work on for your career growth, right? Your mental growth is very, very important. How do I work on that? Don't get discouraged. At a point, if you're not able to achieve something, please ensure you keep yourself motivated. There is no denying that career goals at times are difficult to meet. Yes, they are. If you do not have a right planning, you might not meet your career goals. You might not grow in your career, and you might feel yourself as stagnant. You might feel that, yes, this is not somewhere I belong to, right? If you believe in yourself, you believe in being persistent with the right amount of positive energy that you use for yourself, I am sure you will succeed. Remember, your setbacks will only make you stronger. So why to get afraid of what comes your way, right? Keep yourself motivated, celebrate your wins. Pat yourself and say, good job. Don't wait for others to support you for your career growth, guys. Yes? organizations are playing their role, your employers are playing your roles. But if you start celebrating your wins of what you have achieved and what you want to, I am sure. Be proactive, develop yourself, develop relationships that are going to help you work in your invest in your learning opportunities, because one thing which is constant is your knowledge. It is powerful, and it's essential if you'd like to grow in your career, right? So you need to keep yourself updated to the industry standards. It's up to you how much you invest in your learning opportunities. Be a part of courses, be a part of certification. If you're not getting time to read, be a part of listen to a lot of podcasts, be a part of meetup groups, right? Be a part of mentorship programs, seminars, anywhere you can get the information from. Please ensure that you invest in your learning opportunities. Building and fostering your network would automatically follow when you invest yourself in your learning. And this is the right way of growing within the organization, or if you're looking for a transition. Any questions so far, guys? If not, I would love to show you this career development plan that my team has worked on. Why am I not able to click? Soumya, can you please help me? I'm not able to click this. I don't know why. Or can you share that plan on the screen with us? Or let me see if I can do that.
Is it fine?
Allow me a second. I have it with me. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Okay. Oh, 1 minute. It's right here. Whoa, why am I not able to open it? Okay, I'm going to show you guys a sample of how does a career development plan looks like. It is also called as a personal development plan. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes, Nihil. Yeah.
Right, so this talks about your summary statement. I spoke about being in present, talking about your current state, and talking about your goal. Where do I want to see myself, right? Then I talk about my SMART goals, my short term goals, and my long term goals. I'm going to show you an example of how my learners have worked on their career development plans. Then I talk about the skill audit. Probably, guys, if you're even looking for a transition or you're looking for a change, this career development plan helps you 40% to work on the answers or work on the responses that you can give, because any point of time, if someone checks with you as to where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years or the next 2 years, you're not thinking you are right ready because you have written down your career development plan somewhere, right? Can you talk about your skill audits, where you do a thorough audit about your current strengths and where you need to work on? Right? You mention a goal here, you identify the gap analysis, and accordingly you move ahead. Right? Now, the resources are something that I might use to work on my gaps. Right? So, those are the resources that I would make a note of. And then the action plan. Okay, if I have to work on my communication skills, what is something that I really need to work on? Speaking, reading, listening, or comprehending. And accordingly, I give myself a timeline. And then I give one word for myself, either completed or in progress. This is something that you do not have to work on a monthly basis, guys, but this is something that probably you can work on a in a quarterly way, or mid-annual or annual as well. I work on a quarterly basis for my plan. Right? Let me show you an example of a career development plan that one of my learner has created. If you can see, he has opted full stack developer, development course from Upgrad, and this is something that I love to work with them, because this is something that they need to understand where would they see themselves, right? So if you see, as a dedicated full stack developer, I'm committed to advancing my career by enhancing my technical skills and contributing to meaningful projects. This sounds like a plan, right? This sounds like a summary statement, right? I aim to become proficient not only as a full stack developer, but I want to see myself confident with front end and back end technologies by collaborating effectively with cross functional teams. So, this is something that you need to have a summary statement. I hope you are able to understand this. A quick yes or a no. He has also mentioned where would he like to see himself in the next 2 years by strengthening his core web languages such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Right? When you think about a career plan for yourself, or when you talk about a short-term goal for yourself, this is something that gives you a plan, right? Attain expertise in backend technologies, not random technologies or not vague explanation that you come for yourself, but being very specific as to what technologies he wants to work on, probably Node.js and database. So, are we clear so far? Your goals? How do we write your short term goals and long term goals? A quick yes or a no so that I can move ahead. Okay. Your skill audit, probably this learner has a current strength with these topics that you can see here. His short term goals, he wants to master his core web languages, and the gaps that he comes with is limited experience with advanced and updated concepts. Now, this is how you identify your skill gap analysis, which is very, very important for you to work on your career growth. Again, please understand the major difference between your career growth. Your career growth is a bigger picture, guys, right? Your career development plan is an action item that will help you work on your bigger picture, right? This is very important if you're targeting your growth in your organization or outside the industry. If you talk about the resources, he has mentioned a couple of resources that he would follow for these skill gap analysis, right? So this is something that this learner has been working since some time, and if you can see the progress notes, successfully created a portfolio website using these skills, right? So he had given himself a timeline of 2 months. Probably, if a question has been asked, what were the skills that you learned recently? He doesn't really have to go back and think about his career growth. He can say that, hey, 2 months back, I was struggling with my core web languages. I aligned myself, or I gave myself 2 months of time, and here I am, where I have created a successful portfolio website. This is something how you talk about your career growth, or you design your career development plan. Can you see a couple of things that are in progress? 15 days in progress, 2 months, and so on. And these are the outcomes that you can always plan for yourself. Any questions?
We have a question, Snehal. So, how
Okay.
can someone grow in tight, high number of employees organization?
You need to project your skills correctly. You need to understand, where do I need to project my skill? Where do I need to toot my horn? For that, start taking initiatives. Believe me, you being in a shell is something that's not gonna allow you to break that barriers for yourself. You have to have that differentiating character from the other people. What's different in you? Probably Soumya and Snehal are from the same organization. They are a part of the same team. They might be doing the same task every day. But I'm sure there are two different individuals coming with two different skill sets, right? So we need to understand, how do I project myself? Are there times when I say no for a responsibility? Or am I confident enough to go ahead and say yes? Guys, this plays a very important role. Your mindset plays a very, very important role for you to be a differentiating factor. And please remember, you need to have knowledge about things that are going around you. You coming with limited knowledge would be a barrier for your career growth. This term career growth might be the simplest term that you can come across, but there's a lot of dedication, a lot of practice that needs in this profession, and you need to be passionate. You need to love what you've been doing, right? And I'm sure the doors would open for you. If you cannot see the doors, it's so sad that you start creating windows for yourself. But let's not give up and say, okay, this is not probably my cup of tea. So let's not do that, right? Any other question? Mohammed, Suman? If not, I would love to thank you guys for attending this session and being a part of this uh, a beautiful topic that we can plan for ourselves for this new year by working on our career development and our career growth. And I wish you all the best. I would request Soumya to share the career development plan, template with the learners so that
Here.
they can utilize it for themselves. And I'm sure if you have any questions, feel free to get back to us.
There was one more question.
Uh-huh.
Can you share more details on career transition?
Career transition. Okay, what exactly are you looking for in career transition? What is
The question is from Suman.
Sumant, what would that be if you can unmute yourself? Is that possible for you?
I can allow you to talk, Suman, if you are able to.
Yes, Sumant.
You want to talk? You have raised your hand.
Yeah, he has raised his hand probably. Yes, please. Okay. Sumant, you can unmute yourself. Are you not able to unmute yourself?
Yes, Suman. Yeah.
Yeah, able to hear me?
Yes, I am able to hear you. Go ahead, Sumant.
Yeah. Firstly, thank you very much for taking time to give a very detailed plan of how the whole development should look from a career point of view. And one question is because, as you spoke earlier, that pandemic has changed a lot. So, from a professional as well as personal point of view as well. So, from a professional point of view, if someone who is looking like I have 5+ years of experience in project management, so I
Okay.
just want to move into the field of data and cloud, which is
Okay.
being the major buzzword as you people also might be aware of.
Right.
So, looking forward from now on, so how as an experienced professional can be able to showcase his experience and also withstand with the people currently in the market. So how to deal with such ideology and with such transitions? If you can just put some light on it, it will be very helpful.
Sure. Sumant, I understand where you're coming from. As I said before as well, see, pandemic has changed our learning lifestyles, but at the same time, we getting associated with the right learning partner, Sumant, plays a very important role. Now you are doing a transition from one role to another role. Are you equipped enough to get that change in the industry where you want to see yourself? Right? That is something I need to work on. The first thing, right? So, for example, you are looking out for a particular course. The first thing you need to identify is about the skill sets. How do I identify about the skill set that I need to work on? It's a career development plan, simple, a plan. And believe me, Sumant, when you literally start working on this plan, it's kind of an eye opener. Oh, do I really need to work on this? And absolutely, it takes a time consuming, this is a time consuming activity, which not only allows you to understand your goals, but it also helps you to understand where I need to work on, what I need to work on. So that is the first thing. The second thing is get associated with the right learning partner, identify the industry trends, right? You need to be innovative, and for you to be innovative and think out of the box, you need to know the industry. You not only need to know about a particular role that you're looking for, but what's happening around. The more you learn about the industry, the more comfortable you get learning the skills and adding that difference or adding a value to that profile. So that is very important. So keep yourself updated all the time, is what I would say. I keep myself updated. Believe
Yeah,
me,
sure.
nowadays I'm not getting time to be an avid reader, but that is how I have been a part of
Mhm.
being a part of an upgrade. This is my learning partner. I keep learning a lot of things from my learners or through upgrade. But yeah, that really helps me to upgrade myself. That's very important.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Was I able to answer your question, Sumant?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, great,
It is clear.
great. And any other thing that I can help you with? Mama, do you have any question? If not, thank you so much, guys, to be a part of this this learning. Okay, we have a message, I guess.
Mohammed has a question on chat box.
Uh-huh.
Please, what's the impact of business analytics to a project manager?
Uh, what exactly you want to know, Mohammed? Could you help me understand a little more about it? If you can unmute yourself, that would be nice.
You can unmute yourself, Mohammed. No, if I think he is unable to talk.
Okay.
If you can post your question little clear so that Snehal can help you. He also says thank you so much for this wonderful webinar. Thank you, Mohammed, for attending the session.
Business analytics to being a project manager, I am really looking for a little more clarification, Mohammed, on this. If you can type in, that would be great.
Maybe he's unable to talk or type the question.
Mm-hmm. I would really not be able to help without a little more clarity on that. But if you're looking out for something, clarification on what is business analytics, again, probably we can get in touch with any of our experts, Soumya, who takes care of the course of business analytics that we have with us, right?
Yes. All right. If there are no questions, we can wind the session for now.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Snehal. It was a very, very good webinar. We got very much, information about career growth. And thank you all for joining today's webinar. We hope you gain valuable insights into strategies for career growth within the company. So we have planned more sessions with Snehal in coming months. Please visit a KnowledgeHut website. I will share the link for the same.
Soumya, please do share the career development plan with them as well. Thank you so
Yeah, I've
much.
already
Soumya.
shared the link with the participants. Let me
Great.
share the KnowledgeHut website link. So here are the webinars which are scheduled in the coming months, and today this month also we have a few webinars. Please visit this link and get registered. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening ahead. Thanks,
Everyone.
Sunil. Thanks, Mohammed. Thanks, Soumya. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and stay happy. Bye bye.
Yes.